In the humid Manila night, as the city buzzes with life and the air hangs thick with anticipation, a quiet storm was brewing beneath the surface. The city's neon lights reflected off the haze, but behind closed doors, something far more significant was unfolding. A secret leak revealed that the Philippines was deep in negotiations with South Korea for the acquisition of the KF-21 Boramae Block 2 fighters. This wasn't just a routine military procurement, it was a clandestine move that hinted at a dramatic shift in the nation's defense priorities. This wasn't just another purchase, it was a bold leap into the future, a statement that the Philippines was ready to redefine its role in the region. The decision to pursue the KF-21 signaled ambition, vision, and a willingness to invest in cutting-edge technology. The move could instantly shift the balance of power in the South China Sea, signaling the Philippines' intent to defend its sovereignty with renewed vigor. In a region fraught with territorial disputes and rising tensions, this acquisition would send a clear message to both allies and adversaries. For decades, the Philippine Air Force relied on aging, second-hand aircraft, often outmatched by the modern fleets of its neighbors. The region's tensions are escalating fast, and the need for a credible air defense has never been more urgent. Acquiring the KF-21, a 4.5-generation stealth fighter, marks a monumental shift in strategy. It's a leap from legacy platforms to a new era of advanced avionics, stealth capabilities, and multi-role flexibility. It's not just about new planes, it's about a credible deterrent, a tool to ensure the nation's voice is heard on the world stage. The KF-21 would empower the Philippines to protect its skies and assert its interests with newfound confidence. The implications are immense. The PAF would gain an air superiority fighter capable of challenging the region's best, leveling the playing field, and providing a technological edge that was previously out of reach. The KF-21's arrival would force neighbors to reconsider their strategies, complicating any potential aggressor's plans and introducing a new layer of uncertainty into the regional security equation. Secrecy around the deal highlights its sensitivity and importance, as both Manila and Seoul carefully manage the political fallout. Every detail is scrutinized, every step calculated to avoid unnecessary escalation. This quiet diplomacy shows strategic maturity. Both nations know the stakes are high. They understand that the future of regional stability may hinge on decisions made in these hushed rooms. The Boramae, Korean for Young Hawk, is poised to become the new guardian of Philippine skies. Its advanced systems and formidable presence promise to transform the nation's air defense capabilities. Its arrival would mark a new era for the nation's defense, inspiring pride and confidence among the Filipino people, and signaling to the world that the Philippines is ready to meet any challenge. The Philippines is no longer content to be a spectator. It's ready to take flight, embracing a future where it stands tall, vigilant, and prepared to defend its skies with the wings of a new hawk. The Philippine Air Force, once a symbol of national pride but now struggling with outdated equipment, faces a critical turning point in its history. For decades, the PAF has stood as the country's shield in the skies, but the challenges of modernization have left it lagging behind its regional counterparts. After retiring its F-5s in 2005, the PAF was left with a supersonic gap, a void in its ability to defend the nation's airspace with speed and power. The once mighty fleet was reduced to aging aircraft, unable to keep pace with the rapidly evolving threats in the region. The arrival of the FA-50PH Fighting Eagle brought hope and restored some measure of capability. However, as a light fighter, the FA-50PH is best suited for training in limited combat roles, not for establishing true air superiority in contested skies. In a region bristling with advanced fighters from neighboring countries, the FA-50PH is outmatched. Its radar range, weapons payload, and lack of stealth technology put it at a disadvantage against more modern adversaries. The West Philippine Sea remains a flashpoint for potential conflict, and the PAF's current fleet simply cannot establish real air dominance or deter aggressive moves in these contested waters. What the PAF needs now is a true multi-role fighter, an aircraft that can see farther with advanced sensors, fly faster and higher, and survive in the most challenging and contested airspace. The KF-21 Boramae, South Korea's next-generation fighter, is designed to fill this critical gap. With its advanced avionics, stealth features, and powerful engines, it promises to transform the PAF's capabilities. This urgent push for modernization isn't about prestige or keeping up appearances. It's about necessity, about ensuring the Philippines can defend its sovereignty and protect its people. The transition from the FA-50PH to the KF-21 Boramae is more than just an upgrade. It's a leap from basic patrol missions to a credible deterrent force, capable of standing its ground in a volatile region. The PAF's leadership understands that standing still is not an option. The security environment is changing fast, and the risks of falling behind are too great to ignore. To secure the nation's future, the Air Force must make a generational leap, investing in technology, training, and the next wave of pilots who will defend the skies for years to come. The Boramae is that leap. It represents hope, strength, and a new era for the Philippine Air Force. The KF-21 Boramae is a nexus of advanced technology. Its AESA radar tracks multiple targets with speed and stealth, giving pilots a decisive edge. An IRST system allows passive hunting, making the Boramae a silent predator. Twin General Electric F414 engines provide speed, maneuverability, and crucial redundancy for long overwater missions. The glass cockpit fuses sensor data, reducing pilot workload and boosting situational awareness. While not fully stealth, the Block 2's airframe and radar-absorbent materials lower its radar signature. Planned internal weapons bays further reduce visibility to enemy radar. This blend of stealth, speed, and sensors makes the KF-21 a formidable 4.5 generation fighter. It's built for survival and dominance in the modern battle space. The F-16 and Gripen are proven fighters, but the KF-21 offers more for the Philippines. The F-16's single engine and older design limit its survivability and stealth. U.S. sales often come with political strings, restricting operational freedom. The Gripen is affordable and agile, but also single-engine, risky for a nation of islands. The KF-21's twin engines are a vital safety net for long maritime patrols. It's a new design, built for the future with a clear path to fifth-generation upgrades. By choosing the KF-21, the Philippines invests in a platform designed for 21st-century challenges. It's not just an upgrade, it's a transformation. The rumored KF-21 deal could see fighters delivered as early as 2028, an aggressive, rapid timeline. Most advanced jets take a decade or more to arrive, but the KF-21 program is already in advanced production. As an early export partner, the Philippines jumps the queue, gaining capability years ahead of rivals. This speed is a strategic asset. The region's security situation can change overnight. Early delivery means pilots can train and develop tactics now, not in a distant future. It's a powerful message of urgency and resolve, boosting morale and deterring adversaries. The KF-21's arrival by 2028 could transform Philippine defense almost overnight. South Korea has become a global defense powerhouse, exporting advanced, cost-effective hardware. Korea Aerospace Industries' track record inspires confidence, delivering quality on time and on budget. South Korea's export model includes technology transfer and local industry participation. For the Philippines, this could mean local assembly, maintenance, and high-tech jobs. It fits perfectly with the self-reliant defense posture program, building domestic expertise. This partnership is more than a sale, it's nation-building, fostering a resilient alliance. South Korea's own journey offers a roadmap for Philippine self-sufficiency. The Philippines and South Korea share a history of sacrifice dating back to the Korean War. A KF-21 deal would elevate their alliance, adding a strategic defense dimension to strong economic and cultural ties. Operating the same fighter enables joint training and seamless cooperation. For South Korea, it's a strategic win, validating the Boramae and expanding its influence. For the Philippines, it diversifies security partnerships and strengthens its regional position. The sight of Boramae fighters flying together would symbolize a powerful, modern alliance. Acquiring advanced fighters brings real risks, financial, technical, and political. These are not decisions made lightly, as each risk carries significant consequences for the nation's security and future. The KF-21 is a costly investment, and the price tag goes far beyond the aircraft itself. Total ownership means years of training for pilots and ground crew, ongoing maintenance, and major infrastructure upgrades to support the new fleet. Every step requires careful planning and substantial resources. As an early adopter, the Philippines may encounter unexpected technical bugs and face a steep learning curve. There will be challenges in adapting to new systems, troubleshooting unfamiliar equipment, and ensuring that personnel are fully prepared to operate and maintain these advanced jets. Integrating the Boramae into the Air Force will require not just new technology, but a major investment in people. Close partnership with KAI is essential for knowledge transfer, ongoing support, and building local expertise that can sustain the program for decades. Politically, the deal could provoke regional rivals and attract pressure from other global powers. The Philippines must navigate a complex web of alliances and rivalries, balancing its own interests with the reactions of neighbors and major players on the world stage. At home, domestic politics may threaten long-term funding and commitment. Shifting priorities, budget debates, and public opinion can all impact the program's future, making sustained support a constant challenge. Yet, the greatest risk is inaction. Failing to modernize leaves the country exposed and vulnerable, unable to respond to emerging threats. The region's security environment is deteriorating, and adversaries are advancing their capabilities at a rapid pace. The Philippines cannot afford to fall behind, as tensions rise, and the balance of power shifts. Standing still means falling behind, and, ultimately, inviting aggression. The cost of hesitation could be far greater than the price of action. The risks of acquiring the KF-21 are real, but manageable with the right strategy, partnerships, and commitment. Careful planning and strong leadership can turn these challenges into opportunities for growth. The risk of failing to modernize is existential. National security, sovereignty, and the future of the armed forces are all at stake. The Philippines must act decisively to defend its sovereignty and secure a safer future for its people. Modernization is not just an option. It is a necessity. The Boramae is a calculated risk worth taking, a bold step toward a stronger, more secure nation. The KF-21 Boramae is more than a machine. It's a symbol of trust, pride, and national resolve. For the armed forces, it's a statement that their service is valued and their mission supported. For the Filipino people, it's a sign of a new era of self-reliance and confidence. The Boramae's arrival will shatter the image of a weak military, inspiring pride at home and respect abroad. It signals the Philippines' commitment to a secure, prosperous future and a rules-based order. The KF-21 will make the nation a credible security partner in the Indo-Pacific. Pursuing the Boramae is an investment in sovereignty and a declaration of intent. As the young hawk takes flight, it carries the hopes of a nation toward a more secure future.